Hey everyone, it's Vicky. Okay, I've gotten some questions here asking how do you fit the Zyppah Pro properly. So I'm going to take you through step by step, make this really simple for you. Okay, so we are going to show you how to fit the absolute perfect Zyppah Pro. First of all, you want to make sure that your water is nice and hot. But if it's too hot, well then it becomes really flexible, so you don't want to work with that way. But more so, people tend to be on the not hot enough side, and what happens is when you go to fit it in the patient's mouth, they're not able to bite into it as deep as you would like. So you want to make sure that you get a nice boiling water before you set the appliance, and that you don't boil the water with the appliance inside. You should be able to poke your fingernail right into the material and get a nice imprint. That's usually how you can tell that it's going to be soft enough for the patient to bite into. Also, when you place it in the patient's mouth, you need to forewarn them that it is going to be warm. You don't want them all of a sudden, oh my gosh, you put something hot in my mouth, without warning them ahead of time. So make sure you let them know it's going to be a little bit warm. Usually on the tongue side, right there, they might feel a little bit, but if they're forewarned, it's not that big of a deal. So what I do, first of all, is kind of put my fingers right on the inside here to take away that heat. And then what you want to do, go ahead and open for me, Jason, is we're going to fit the lower first. So it goes on the lower teeth, and you want to push down fairly hard. And then go ahead and bring your lower jaw forward a little bit. Perfect. And squeeze down really hard. Once you get them to squeeze down hard, go ahead and see the part that's coming out the sides here. We're just going to go ahead and mold that down along the gingiva, so we get a nice, good, tight fit there. And you can do the same thing with the upper. See how that comes down? You can actually grip onto that. Okay, so now go ahead and just open slightly. Perfect, and bite down and squeeze again. Excellent. And open. Perfect. We've got this nice suction sound as you take it out of the mouth. And here we go. We've got a beautiful imprint of his lower teeth and his upper teeth. And now he's ready to go home and sleep. Okay, so now that you've actually seen it done, a couple different tips for you to make it much easier for you. After you have fit the appliance and you've got a nice good fit on it, best thing to do is take it out, run it under cool water, and have the patient go ahead and put it back in again to see if the fit is really good. As the patient is getting ready to go home with it, you want to make sure you give them proper instructions. Same thing with all of our custom fit appliances. We do recommend that the patient will go home, wear it 10-15 minutes before they try to go to sleep, because of course it might trigger that drooling effect there. So you want to make sure that that is done before the patient tries to go to sleep. That once again will always diminish with the consistency of wearing the appliance. When they take it out in the morning, rinse it off with some cool water. Same thing, don't decide to sterilize it by boiling it, because what's going to happen? You're going to lose the impression of the teeth. So make sure that they know to do it under cold water with their toothbrush, and then make sure that they always keep it in that case, because once again, just like any of the other appliances, dogs do seem to love them. So if they have pets at home, it could be a nice, wonderful new chew toy for that pet. And then lastly is the tongue band. When the patient puts it in their mouth, you want to make sure you emphasize them sliding that tongue forward. There's going to be a little separation right at the front of the appliance there, and they can actually slide their tongue forward and feel where that gap is. The more they do it, they slide the tongue forward, it is muscle memory. So it's going to become very natural for them after they've been wearing this for a while, that they put it in and the tongue's going to come forward. But that way you know that that tongue band is hitting the proper spot on the tongue. Okay, so I hope those tips helped you. Go ahead and contact SML. Scott Vies will get you set up for the Zyppah Pros if you don't already have them in your office. Go ahead and contact him, and they'd be more than happy to get one for you, okay?